Hello lovelies! Today I have for you a study tips and school organization video. This is another installment of my back to school series. I really hope you enjoy this because these tips really helped me a lot, so I hope they all will help you too. The first tip is write down your homework as soon as you know what it is. This is very helpful because this kind of eliminates the excuse of, oh, I didn't know there was homework. And this makes sure that you have a list to check off things, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love lists and I love checking things off. And this makes sure that you know what the homework is, you have it written down, because writing down things really helps you remember them. The second tip is use an agenda, which I ordered a Lily Pulitzer agenda. It's one of the prettiest things I own, to be honest. I really hate the school agendas, because I live in New York and my school colors are red and white, and I think that red and white don't go particularly well together, even though white is supposedly a neutral. I like the Lily Pulitzer ones best, but there's also a whole magnitude of other agendas that you can order. The third tip is keep everything together. I like using binder notebook hybrids, so that way I have my class notes, my homework, and they have little folder pockets already inside, so I can slip handouts into them that need to be hole punched. This really helps keep everything together, so if I need to study for one class, I can just grab the notebook and take it home with me. I don't have to go searching through a million different things to try to find what I need. The fourth tip is use index cards. I love index cards. They're one of my favorite things. This really helps with vocabulary, words, key concepts, anything that would be really important for a test or a quiz. I also color code them by subject or by topic, because for my finals last year, for English, what I did is I took each book that we read and gave it a different colored flashcard, and I put like the main plot points, the characters, any vocabulary terms for it, so that way it would be really easy to study. The next tip is to highlight your notes. I don't usually do this in class. I usually do it after class when I'm reviewing my notes. This really helps me read the information again and understand it better, and when you highlight, it really makes studying a lot easier, because you can just look at the highlighted stuff and say, oh, this is important. And it really just sticks out on the page, and it's like a glaring sign, like, I'm important. Remember me. The next thing is to color code your classes. I color code pretty much everything. I use one color for each subject. Like red is for history, green is for science, math is blue, and English is purple. This really helps me make it really easy in the morning when I'm getting my stuff together, or for the quick locker breaks, because we have like 4 minutes between each classes. So I can run down to my locker, say, oh, I have math, and just grab whatever is blue. This makes it really fast and really easy to get what you need in a short amount of time. The next tip is to clip units together. This is what I do inside my binders or my notebooks, because especially in math where we get sheets for each new unit. Once we're done with the unit and I put the test in, I take the little binder clips, I clip them together so that I know we're going to have a test on units 4 to 7. I can just take those out and study those, because that's all I need. Next tip is to look at your flashcards right before a test. This is amazing. It really helped me a lot. I had chemistry last year. I had chemistry last year, and I did this for the Regents because I wasn't sure if I was going to do well or not. So I brought my flashcards, and I was just sitting in the lounge, just going over my flashcards, and right before the test, I always seem to start tests late because they never can figure out which room I'm in, because I take all my tests in a separate room. This really helped me because it just gave me a little refresher on the most important concepts and key facts that I needed to know for the Regents. The penultimate tip is to write down all the equations you can think of really fast. This is more for math than for science, because in science you usually have a reference table, but you don't always have a good one for math. Like for last year, we had some stuff on the reference table, but it wasn't everything we needed to know. So what I did, I took one of the blank pieces of paper that comes with the test. I wrote down all the equations I could think of as soon as I got it, so I wouldn't have a chance to forget any of them. You can also write down all the equations you need to remember on flashcards and study those right before the test. And my last tip is to do things the day you get them. Not to put off, not to procrastinate. This really helps because this means that once everything is done, you can just relax. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just know that everything is done, and it creates a very easygoing kind of lifestyle because you're not worrying about finishing things last minute. You're not rushing everywhere. Rushing is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate rushing things. I like doing everything the day I get it, or not the day before it's due. Because this really helps make sure that everything actually gets done and things are not, oh, I'll do it later. And then you're scrambling the night before it's due to write a 20-page paper. That has happened to me, and that's why I changed the. I hope these tips really helped all of you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Give it a big old thumbs up if you use any of these tips, and comment below any tips you have for me or for anyone else to help study and stay organized for the new school year. I love all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!